we have here today a number of people who are almost like the guests of honor, right? Woohoo, very special. So what's so special about today? First communion, okay, and you have been getting ready for this for quite a while, right? And you feel you're ready? Okay, good for you. And yourself? You feel you're ready? Are you excited?
Yes.
Why are you excited? Because you're all dressed up? That's one good reason to be. Any other reason to be excited, huh? Oh, right. Getting the body of Christ. Yes, exactly. How about yourself?
I'm excited because I'm going to be receiving Jesus.
You're going to be receiving Jesus, okay? And you know who Jesus is already, right? Was he a good guy?
Yes.
What was so special about him?
That he was the Son of God and that he performed many miracles and he was really...
He was the Son of God. He was the Son of God who did many miracles. Congratulations. That's a wonderful... Ooh, what a sharp answer. Yourself? Because, okay? Because you're going to receive the body and blood of Christ. Excellent. And yourself? Pardon? You're not excited. Okay, that's all right. Oh, you are excited. Okay, you are excited, okay? And you're excited because you're getting your first communion. Were you baptized already?
Yes.
Where?
New York.
Were you down there in that pool back there?
No.
No. Where?
New York.
New York City. Oh, so you were a very special lady. She's been baptized in New York City, right? And yourself?
I'm excited to receive the body.
You're excited to receive and have you been baptized already?
Yes.
Where?
New York.
Oh, hell, New York again. Are you baptized anywhere except New York? This is getting a little bit. Yeah. Are you sure of that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember it? Come on, you don't know how to remember it. How about yourself?
I'm excited to receive the body and blood of Christ.
Okay. And what do you know Jesus well? What do you know about Jesus?
He's the Son of God.
He's the Son of God. Anything else? Did he do any miracles?
Did he do any what?
A miracle, yeah. Anyone in particular? Do you remember?
The 5,000.
He fed 5,000. That's pretty good. I wouldn't have minded a cheap meal on that occasion, but I wasn't there, okay? Right, very good. And yourself? I like your hat, okay? Are you excited?
Yes.
Because
Because I get to be the daughter of Christ.
you've got to be a daughter of Christ. How about that? How about that for an answer, okay? Beautiful. So you've been praying a lot lately, is that right? And you're going to continue to pray more, right? And today would have been a special day for somebody who what he was going to do today got cancelled. Do you know what I'm talking about? Something very special for a young person. Anybody know? Any of the young people know what was going to happen today, but didn't happen? Pardon?
We're going to receive the body of Christ.
No, the body of Christ. No, something more than that. Now, there was another big event was going to happen today. Yes.
Jesus went back to heaven?
Jesus went back to heaven. Yeah, he did. That's true. I don't know whether it's today or yesterday he actually went back to heaven, but he did it anyway. Yes, sir. Pardon?
We're going to become a child of God.
And you're happy about that, are you? Okay. And are you going to be a good child of God? What would that mean to be a good child of God?
Pray a lot.
To pray a lot. Anything else besides praying a lot?
Respect to my father and mother.
Respecting my father and mother. Does it get any better than that? Huh? I don't see anybody else down here. Anybody down here at the back? Anything special for you?
Getting my first communion.
Yeah, were you baptized already?
Yes.
Where? Don't say New York or I'm going to leave. Here, were you baptized here? Did I baptize you? No, okay. Well, I had hoped to, but obviously I didn't, okay? So somebody special who died recently. Who was that? Died like a couple of days. Pardon? The Pope, you're right. Yes, what was his name? Pope?
Francis.
Oh, Pope Francis. Okay, very good. Do you know who Pope Francis was? No, you're not sure. Not sure. That's all right. But today is special for you, right? Because. And were you baptized here? Where were you baptized? Pardon? St. James. Okay, you went to the other church to be baptized. Okay, we're going to leave. We're going to leave. Okay, how about yourself? Were you baptized already? Where?
Here.
Who?
St. Isaac's.
St. Isaac, St. Isaac Chogs. That's way off here someplace. Okay, the other side of the world. Okay. Well, how about you? Are you happy?
Yes.
Because.
I'm receiving the Bible.
Okay, and are you going to say your prayers a lot after you do this, right?
Yes.
And you're going to be a better boy because of that, okay? What does it mean to be a better boy? What?
To be nice to my parents.
Be nice to your parents. And do you have brothers or sisters, pardon?
And be nice to my sister.
And your sister. Oh, your sister is very, very important. Okay, here's a man here who's got something to tell me. Yes, sir.
This was supposed to be a saint.
You're right. What was his name?
Carlo Acutis. He's wearing it.
Carlo Acutis was going to be a saint today. What happened? Why did it not happen?
Because the Pope died.
Here's a man knows it all. He was supposed to have not ordination, saint, what is it? What? Pardon? Canonization today, but it didn't happen because of Pope Francis died. So Carlos Acutis, who was how old was he? Did he have a beard? How old was he, do you know?
15.
He was 15, so but how old are you? 8. So if you multiply your age by 2, 50, you could be a saint in 7 or 8 years' time. How would you go about becoming a saint, I wonder? What would you have to do? Make 2 miracles. But before you make the miracles, what else would you have to do? Yes, sir.
3 miracles.
Pardon?
3 miracles.
3 miracles. You guys are hung up on miracles, okay. But before you do a miracle, you'd have to be a very good person, isn't that right? What would that mean, to be a good person? Believe in Jesus, yeah. There's something even more important than that. What would it be? I want to be a good person. So what would that mean? Are you a good person now? So why are you a good person? Because you believe in Jesus. How about being nice to your parents? Would that make you a good person? Okay, anyway, we're very happy and very pleased to celebrate this special event with our young people here today. I'm sorry I can't get around on everybody, but time is running out. But I have a book here that I just, yesterday I was trying to prepare a sermon for today. Today is, what Sunday is it? Divine Mercy Sunday. Okay, so I was thinking about Divine Mercy, and I picked up this book, and it's entitled "The Name of God is Mercy." The name of God is mercy. And the author, believe it or not, I've had this book for 2 years. I never opened it before until yesterday. But it's by none other than Pope Francis himself. Now, so in other words, Pope Francis wrote this book, okay? And I just sort of skimmed it, but it's a very nice book telling you how he can be merciful. But very often what you find with regard to writing books, there are many people who write books about what should be done, but they don't necessarily do it themselves. Whereas I think with Pope Francis, anything he suggests in terms of this book, like he actually has done it. Because I think that, if you're to sum up St. Francis, Pope Francis, in one sentence, it would be something like, live simply so that other people can live simply. Live simply so that other people can live simply. And that's what he did. He lived a very simple life. two things in particular that come to my mind. First of all, if you remember the day he was elected Pope, and the first thing he did was he says, I need to get rid of all the trappings, okay? I need to just get simple clothes, and I'm going to live in a simple apartment. I'm not going to the papal apartment. So from the very beginning, he started out very simple. And then the other end of the coin, I don't know how many people watched the actual funeral service yesterday of the Pope, okay? Oh, not too many. You should have watched it because it was a powerful ceremony, and very simple but also very beautiful. But besides the ceremony itself, what really touched me was his casket. His casket was a very simple wooden box, very, very simple, with the name on top of it, with the name inscribed, Franciscus. Nothing more than that. And you look around at there's a huge, more than 500,000 people, and many of the dignitaries of the world were there. And you think about those people and how they're going to be how they're going to be buried, and the coffin they're going to have, etc., etc. His was just a tiny little box, and it was just a statement. It was a statement of the fact that what his priorities were, that because he saw himself as a child of God, he was destined to live a very, very simple life. And two things in particular, and then I'll just move on. The first one is that when he was here in New York, or in Washington, several years ago, he was going to address Congress. But one memory I have is the fact that, he was in a motorcade, about 6 or 7 huge big limousines, okay? And stuck right in the middle of them is Pope Francis in his little Fiat, a tiny little Fiat. Again, it was a huge statement. The other huge statement on his part was Holy Thursday, because on Holy Thursday, priests or bishops or whatever get to wash the feet of 12 people or 10 people or whatever the case may be. Pope Francis picked the poorest of the poor people who are sort of ignored by humanity, and those are the feet that he washed on that occasion. Again, a huge statement. So the bottom line is, with regard to him, he didn't just write books about what should be done by other people. Rather, he did it himself. And so if anybody deserves to get to the other side of life, it is Pope Francis. And there was a little statement in this book, I just saw it yesterday, and it says the following. It says, what place and meaning do mercy have in your heart, in your life, and your personal history? Do you remember your first experience of mercy as a child, when somebody treated you mercifully? Think about that, and think about it in terms of the fact that ultimately the merciful one, we find, I could outline for you a couple of different occasions when I was really treated mercifully by individuals. But I think above and beyond all else, the sacrament of penance, of confession, is the sacrament of mercy, of God's mercy. I've had good experience in the sacrament of mercy, receiving the sacrament of mercy, and also in administering the sacrament of mercy. And if you haven't been at confession in a long time, I suggest that during this Easter Pentecost season that you consider doing so. Doing so with the intention of really experiencing the mercy of God in a very special way. And I'll leave you with that, because I think that I'm going on, I've rattled on enough, so we move on with the Mass at this point in time. And thank you for your attention.